Hello everyone, my name is KingsEZZ, or just Kings as I am referred to online, and this is Ultimate Forge, which is a Halo 3 mod by RejectedShotgun. If you can't tell, my voice has been infected by the flood. Jesus Christ. Well, we're just going to hop right into it. We're going to review all of the weapons and some of the vehicles, and the AI spawners as well. We're going to be reviewing those. But I'll link the sounds of the mod in the description, and I'll link the Steam Workshop link in the description, so that you can get both, so that you can try the mod out for yourself. Also, go subscribe to Rejected Shotgun's channel, I'll link that in the description as well. We are officially in. The one drawback to this game is, well, this mod, is that you can't see multiplayer spawns. So say you're playing with your friends, you can't see multiplayer spawns. Alright, off to a start with the Halo ODST weapons, Silenced SMG and Automag. They both reuse all of the animations, or they might be new animations, I'm not sure, from Halo 3 ODST. It'd be pretty easy to reuse animations, seeing as they're both in the game. They're both in the same game engine. Yeah, that's the two default Halo 3 weapons, and Halo 3 ODST. Here is the Brute Plasma Rifle, the other exclusive weapon from H3 ODST. Just as ferocious as ever. Now on to the next weapons, we have the Scarab Guns. Scarab Gun Halo 3, Scarab Gun Halo 2, and the Glassing Gun from Reach. Scarab Gun Halo 3 is bog standard Glassing Gun. No, your bog standard Scarab Gun. Jesus Christ. This is going to be very hard. We're going to test the Scarab Gun on this Warthog with 1 second bursts. Now, as you can see, that did virtually nothing to the hull. Now, let's try out the Halo 2 Scarab Gun. As you can see, it did a little bit more damage. You know, the entire hull is battered. That was a single second burst as well. Now let's see what full auto does. Wow, I didn't even know it could go that far. On to the next item on the list. The Glassing Gun. We're probably going to need something like a Scorpion to hold this. We're going to hit it from the front where it's not weak. It's going to get obliterated immediately, you all know this. I mean, it's a glassing beam. What did you expect? Up next, we have the sniper rifle silenced and the battle rifle silenced, or I guess battle rifle tactical in this sense. Suicide. What the hell? I did not see that coming. Let's just run over and grab the weapons. That was completely unexpected. I think this got... Oh, here are my guns. The sniper rifle has 6 rounds, as you can see from the scope. It has the same amount of zoom, but listen to the firing noise. Very satisfying. Now, from what I've seen with AI testing, this thing does a little less damage than the sniper rifle. I don't think it can one-shot kill a major elite. not the major elites are in Halo 3. I mean like a brute major. And then there's the tactical battle rifle that doesn't have a scope, and also single shot. Yeah, very questionable design choices. Now, if you'd like a video where I test all of these weapons, please leave the video a like and please hit the subscribe button. I'm desperate for it. On to the next weapon, we have the shotgun, which is also tactical. I think this one has a... Yes, it has a green reticle. Well, not a green reticle, a green iron sight. This only has 4 shells. As you can see, there's still 2 shells up there. I think that's something that we should get Rejected Shotgun to fix. I'll put it as a... not really a complaint, but as, like, constructive criticism. I barely know Rejected Shotgun, like... I barely know him. Next up we have the Nuclear Warhead Launcher, or just the Nuke Launcher for short. Now, I'm probably going to want to stand behind something when I fire this. Like a scorpion. Oh. As you can see, that was a bad idea. And a mushroom cloud is amassing. I don't know how I survived that by standing beside a tank. In case you guys didn't see that. Legalize nuclear bombs. Ow. Oh. It's the turret. If you guys hear any background noise, please ignore that. That's just my siblings. Yeah, I'm not really a fully fledged YouTuber yet, so I don't really have soundproofing in my room. We have the Fist of Rux, which I think is Tartarus's actual hammer. Yeah, that's Tartarus's hammer. Yeah, this is what Tartarus's gavel should have been in Halo 5. Shudder. Imagine this. Oh yeah, I forgot. This thing has an alt fire where you can suck stuff in. What's this? Because if you remember that cutscene from from Halo 2 Anniversary, where Tartarus gives 343 Guilty Spark the suck, this is what he was doing. That. Although he didn't slam his hammer. We're done with the weapons, now on to the vehicles. Time to commit vehicular manslaughter. I guess the first variants we have, Hornet Transport. Now, I don't think I've seen this anywhere. I think it might be a part of Halo 3 ODST, but I have never seen it anywhere. Oh wait, it's probably a part of Halo 3 ODST since it has blue and red lights. Probably an NMPD item. Probably a part of the NMPD arsenal, to be honest. So yeah, there's the Transport Hornet. It does not have any missile pods, it does not have any machine guns. Which is odd considering the police. Well, not in Britain, but American police. Next up we have the Anti-Air Wraith, as seen in the missions The Covenant and The Storm. It just fires fuel rods. It's pretty self-explanatory. There's no custom projectiles here, it's just fuel rods. Also, the lower two on the tri-barrels, the lower bottom, they don't shoot. It's just the top two. No, it's just the top 4 on the tri-barrels. Next up, we have the Warthog Transport, which is, wait, no, this is part of the base game. Ugh. Get out of here. We have the Warthog Rect, which is just a turret. This might be a part of the base game too, I'm not sure. I literally only just beat Halo 3. Next up we have the Heretic Banshee, famous from Halo 2. The music in Halo 2 was absolutely banging. If you didn't know, that's British for that was absolutely amazing. That was cool. That was very cool. Next up we have the Pelican, which is pretty self-explanatory. It's just UNSC air assault vehicle. Or not really air assault. It's kind of like troop carrier. You can ride in it, but you can get in the side, just like in Halo 3. But unlike in Halo 3, you can fly it. I think it only has a 4-shot machine gun. 3-shot. I was wrong. It only has a 3-shot machine gun. Now, I think that Rejected Shotgun is currently working on a way to get this to the masses, that you can pick up vehicles with this. And, if so, I'd like to see it when it comes out. That's going to be amazing. Next up, we have the Phantom, famously used by the Covenant in such games as Halo 1. No, not Halo 1. Oh god, I messed that up. Famously used by the Covenant in such games as Halo 2, 3, 4, 5, and Infinite if you count the Banished Phantoms. Also used in Halo Wars, and Halo Wars 2 if you count Banished Phantoms. Yeah, I think you can drive this. Yeah, you can fly the Phantom. I just couldn't find the pilot seat for a minute. Now, the Phantom does not have a boost, unlike most Covenant vehicles. But you can shoot it, and it can hover, which is cool. Like most aerial vehicles in this mod, I've forgotten to mention that they can hover. Okay, what's up next? The Spirit. This one was famously seen in such games as Halo 1, Halo Reach. That's it. Oh yeah, I forgot to mention that the Pelican was also present... No, not the Pelican. The Phantom was also present in Halo Reach. And Halo 3 ODST. But those games are spin-offs. This one does not have boost either, unlike most Covenant vehicles. But it does have... Oh. Okay, just let them have their beef. It does have the Phantom projectile. You do have to, like, hop out of the Spirit, like, jump off it. Next up, we have the Albatross. Now, this is a really interesting vehicle. Because when you get to the ground, it unloads little flaps. Now, I think in Halo Expanded lore, this is meant to be, like, a full-on troop carrier. No, not a troop carrier. A vehicle carrier. It's like heavy ordnance, heavy anti-personnel stuff. So here we have a Scorpion that is refusing to be that is kind of being a dick. So we're gonna drive it and then we're gonna move it. That didn't work. Oh, there we go. Now we're gonna gently shove the Scorpion inside, drop the Scorpion, and then hop into the driving seat. Hop into the Albatross, and take off. And as you can see, I fully have the Scorpion inside. The most unfortunate part about this is that sometimes the Scorpion will clip inside of it. Really upsetting. But at the end of the day, you can't win everything. I'm going to take it up here, and then I'm going to... You know, I'm just going to do the rest of the review up here. If when I need to move down, I will. But as you can see, it hasn't fallen out yet. The cool part is, when it gets close to the floor, the flaps start to unload. And when it hits the floor, the flaps fully hit the bottom. So let me press Control. And look at that. The Scorpion is still there. Nice. Okay, what's up next on the agenda? Oh yes, the Condor, which is a modified Pelican that does not have a weapon, but it does have a slip space drive, which is unusable in the mod. It's literally just a Pelican without a weapon. Yeah, burn like you should. just gonna drive this one in a decrepit state. After all, not like anyone cares. It's freaking Condor. I saw condors over there. Shut up, pilot. Where's the driver's seat for this thing? The split space driver is concealed in there. Where do I get in? We're having some technical difficulties. I'm going to have to create a new condor. And then throw it. And then pick it up again. And then throw it again. And then pick it up. And pick it up. And throw it. And pick it up. And grab it right before it hits the floor. So that it doesn't make itself an incredibly decrepit mess. Yes, I can now pilot the Condor. See, the cool thing about the Condor... Oh, it's fast. Oh, it can boost. I've never tried this. This is what makes it different from the Pelican. God, the flood is having an effect. This is what makes it like the Pelican. It's got slow space effects. This cannot end well. God, I love using myself as a human shield. Police Warthog, I think this is an NMPD property as well. Also from 3ODST. Wrecked Warthog, also present in... I think this is present in just the campaign. I think we've been over this already. We might have... Oh, the elephant! Yeah, you can spawn the elephant here. I mean, I know you can do it now in MCC, but you couldn't back in the Halo 3 days. What have we got next? Ah, yes. Car. Such famous vehicles as car. Which says mongoose, but is indeed a car. Yep. It's just a car. I'm not gonna do that. That would kill me. We have such famous vehicles as truck. Also present in Halo 3 ODST as a wrecked vehicle. Nothing much of substance there. Ooh, item properties. Nice. Ooh, we're getting onto the Halo Wars vehicles now. The Vampire from Halo Wars 1, and I think it might have been in Halo Wars 2, I didn't play much of that. The Vampire. Now, this does not have boost, but what it does have is a small, I think, 8-round needler burst, and 2 dual plasma cannons. Also has great maneuverability. And I think the needler shards are armor piercing, so that they can break light vehicles and that. Come on. Yes, it did the thing. Next up on the list is the ODST drop pod. We're gonna leave that until later, because there's something important with that. Next up is the Covenant Corvettes. Now, we have to do something special with this Covenant Corvette. We have to go over to it. We have to go in here. Let's go in here, and then we need to... Suicide. We usually would disengage, but as the vehicle is currently falling down, that was a very not well-made plan. But as you can see, there is a 23-kilometer long Covenant Corvette among us. Oh, I made a reference to the not-so-funny. Can I enter it here? No, I need to enter it over here. We can fly the Corvette. I think I'm hung on something. No, I'm good. You're in the air. We're going to wait for this thing to balance. And then we're going to do something really cool. Watch this. That's right, it has a glassing beam. Unfortunately, there are no Mac guns in this game, so there is no saving you. Now, I'm pretty sure that the Corvette is the only invincible vehicle in this mod. I may have trapped myself. This may have been a very bad idea. Well, time to see if this thing has damage states. Well, ain't that just a bitch? How am I meant to get out of this debacle? Over here? Can I, come out through here? Oh wait, I could change the object physics to phased. Oh wait, this thing doesn't have I could just do that. So that is the incredibly buggy, well not incredibly buggy, but somewhat buggy Covenant Corvette. Very difficult to get up as well. Here next we have the UNSC frigate, which I'm going to show you when it stops falling. Unfortunately, it says Pilot Condor, which is something else that needs to be fixed with this. But oh, I've just realised that this thing doesn't have sound. Apart from the the cannon doesn't have sound either. Okay, so the something's wrong with the frigate. Because the frigate has not a... I don't think this is a Mac battery, but it's a nuclear warhead. This is awkward with no sound. Next up on our fun little list is the Locust, famously seen in Halo Wars. And Halo Wars 2 if you count the Banished version. It has a beam. Probably. Very consistent if you just hold down fire and go slowly. Although the beam does overheat. Rather underwhelming overheat animation, but sure. You do you, Locust. Next up, we have the Mantis, which has something pretty cool. Not only does it have all of the features of the original Mantis, such as the machine gun, missiles, it also has this. It also has the Stomp, which I think is pretty cool. Now, I've played both Halo 5 and Halo 4, and that's not present in them. I might need to replay Halo 4, because my memory's a little stunted, because Halo 4. But, next up, we have the Scarab from Halo 3. Famously seen in games such as Halo 3. And Halo 4 if you count it, but we're not counting that. I'm sure you'll remember how bad the cannon on the Scarab is. That bad. And you can't even fire the anti-air cannon. Safe to say that this Scarab is completely inferior. Next up we have the superior Scarab, the Scarab from Halo 2, otherwise known as Protoss model. By the way, Halo 3 model is called Deuteros. This is called Protoss. And we're about to try it out. There's the... See, this thing has a pretty cool feature in which it does this. What is that noise? Oh, it's the Scarab. Watch this Scarab decimate the clearly inferior Scarab. That did not work. Let's try again. Just 2 control bursts, people. That's all it takes. This thing doesn't have any special other features, although it does have a very unique mechanic where the cannons work. Like these cannons, you can't fire them. They're AI controlled, but they'll shoot at anything marked red to you. Next up, we have the Cobra, famously seen in games such as Halo Wars. It might have been Halo Wars 2. I didn't play that far. It has the charge shot. It has regular shooting. I think this is a Gauss cannon, although it doesn't seem strong enough to be a Gauss cannon, because this thing does not have any real power. I've tried it on like a Banshee. It takes like 4 main shots and 2 big shots to kill one. Next up we have, speak of the devil, Banished Banshee. I guess we'll test out the Cobra while we're here. Oh, it takes way more. I was like 10 main fire shots to kill a Banished Banshee. Admittedly, these may have more armor than the regular Banshees. I haven't checked. How many big shots? 1. Okay, the charge shot is very good for anti-air. So yeah, time to review the Banished Banshee. There's not much different, apart from the fact that the fire rate, I think, is slower. Let me get a comparison up, because that's one thing that actually needs to be seen. Is the Banished Banshee weaker than the regular Banshee? Or is it because it's red plasma, it's probably stronger? Like, Halo Infinite Logic? Halo Infinite Logic be like... Okay, here's Halo 2 Heretic Banshee. Let's get up the regular Banshee. Let's see regular Banshee's fire rate. Rapid. Absolutely rapid. They all have the same Banished bomb, by the way. No, they all have the same Banshee bomb, by the way. That sound is actually the Dalek gun sound effect from Doctor Who. So the Banshee bomb is very strong. I've used it to kill many an AI Scarab in the past. And it has all of the regular maneuverability of a normal Banshee. Don't cry about it. Next up, I think we have the Banished Ghost. See, slower fire rate, but I think the bullets may be more powerful. I also like the little internals on it. It's very, very detailed. Well, not very detailed, but it's got the light ups on. Of course, the Banshee does not have... No, not the Banshee. The Ghost does not have an alt fire or a Q fire. Next up, we have the Sparrowhawk, famously seen in Halo Wars. I think this is a Halo Wars vehicle. I'm hoping this is a Halo Wars vehicle. I'm praying. Please don't roast me in the comments as if this is not a Halo Wars vehicle. It's got 4 missiles. A very lengthy recharge time there. And 2 machine guns located on the bottom that provide a 1, 2, 3, 4 shot burst. So safe to say you're maneuvering around like an enemy Scarab, and you're continuously doing this while they are struggling to hit you with the main beam, and the AI cannons are being indomitably annoying as always. As long as you can stay away from that, I think you've got a pretty good win. In fact, all of the Scarabs have a big air weakness, because the anti-air guns mostly don't work. Unless you're fighting against an AI Halo 3 Scarab, then it works. Next we have the Marauder, which I think this is a Halo Wars 2 vehicle. It definitely gives me Halo Wars 2 vibes. And Halo Wars 2 is the only game the Banished have appeared in apart from Infinite. So yeah, this is probably going to be a Halo Infinite vehicle. Oh yeah, I forgot to mention, they explode after a while. After a while of leaving them unchecked, they kind of explode. Oh, I think I've completely missed out on a vehicle, the Jackrabbit. Also, on the Ravager, there's a plasma turret, but I don't think anyone really cares. Next up we have the Jackrabbit, famously seen in Halo Wars. It has a little grenade. It has grenade, it has brakes. You can completely stop all of the engines at once. There is no Q fire, there is just grenade. Nice demonstration of the Jackrabbit. Next up we have, the Seraph, famously seen in games such as Halo 2 and Halo Reach. Also, they may have been used in Halo 3, I don't know. It has a boost function, which you can see by the emitter growing brighter, I think. I think it's an emitter. Next up we have fuel rods. 2 of them. This is very overpowered for a vehicle that is in the air. Especially if you have 2 of these things. I guess it's to make up for the bigger body mass. Also, the double phantom fire is very, very annoying. Alright, get off me, Locust. Oh my... Get off of me! You know what? Screw you, Locust. Sorry, Seraph. Next up we have the Phantom Friendly, which is famously seen in Halo 3 and only Halo 3, because 343 don't like green phantoms. It's basically bog standard Phantom, except it's green. Nothing new here. Next up we have the Gravity Throne. Very cool item indeed, because it's the same Gravity Throne that the Prophet of Truth, Mercy, and Regret use. Well, not the exact same. It's like one of the same models. Now I want to sit in it, and it's not letting it. This is the most trouble I've ever had to sit in a Gravity Throne. Right now it's just taking a minute. It does not have any fire options. It just has drive around. Don't know what else you could ask for. Don't know what much else you could ask for. I mean, you are kind of alerting everyone to your presence while being in a Gravity Throne. It's basically a textbook way of being called a bitch. Why is it on fire? Next up we have the Goblin, famously seen in Halo Wars 2 and Halo 5. It has voice lines. They get very annoying. It has a Needler, it has a jump boost attack when you press crouch, I think. Yeah, jump boost attack when you press crouch.
Super special attack!
And it has a special hand attack.
Attack button!
Yeah, so it has a melee attack.
You'll pay for that!
Shut up. Solly. Alright, next up we have the Spectre, famously seen in Halo 2, and Halo 2 only. I miss you, Spectre. Which is basically a Warthog, except it can boost, and has a plasma turret in the back. The Covenant is superior in every way in this respect. And it can carry 4 people. Suck on that, Warthog. You can carry people on the sides. See this? I just went into the Spectre. See this? Suck on this, Warthog. It has a gun on it as well. Next up we have the Shadow, also famously seen in Halo 2. I think the one mission this was in, well, the 2 missions were Metropolis and New Mombasa, I think. One of them. No, it was in both of them. But they were more prevalent in the one that wasn't the Scarab level. I need to look that up sometime. Okay, so you can drive it. Completely drivable, completely boostable. And it's more like a troop carrier, because you just sit down. Best part is you can actually shoot. Suck on that, Paladin. You can shoot while being in third person. Sick. And the Shadow turret is easily the most overpowered weapon in the game. It does that. On to the next vehicle. I think it's the life pod. Well, I can show this in both ways, but I'm probably going to group it up with the ODST drop pod. But it's, well, bog standard life pod. You can go inside of it. And you can shoot yourself. I didn't know you could set the flares off. That's cool. I didn't know you could set the flaps off. That's kind of cool. Yeah, you can just hop out of the life pod. I'll probably re-reveal the life pod when I'm doing ODST drop pod. Next up, however, we have the anti-air gun, famously seen in Halo 3 on that really annoying mission. You know the one. I will not go into it. If it decides to be a big boy and stand up for himself, then we'll use it. You can... It's incredibly powerful, with a very, very high cooldown time. It kind of does that, you know. I don't see how you could use this for anti-air. The projectiles are very slow. I don't see how you could use this for anti-air at all. Like, ever. But yeah, that's the anti-air cannon. I don't know how you'd get up to it either. Next up, we have the Vulture, which is also famously seen in Halo Wars 2. No, not Halo Wars. Is it in Halo Wars 2? It's famously seen in Halo Wars. The only thing missing from this that I think I'd like to see is the Grizzly. But you can drive this. You can shoot a total of 8 missiles from the cockpit, as well as 4 high explosive armor-piercing rounds. Or I think that's what they are. They just do. They put their heart on anything. See that? 2 bullets and a Banshee's already down. In fact, this thing is basically a very heavy air insertion vehicle. The cool thing with this is that it has multiple turrets. Like this. And there's a turret on the other side. Don't cry, don't be whining. It's up here. I think the rockets are just normal or standard rockets. Anyway, yeah, that's the Vulture. Next up, we have the stationary turrets from ODST, the Ghost turret, and the chain gun turret. Seems like I've gone over all the vehicles now. Okay, that's powerful. This is not overpowered because it's a stationary turret and people can just point at you. People can just point and shoot at you. What was that, like 16 shots? It won't be hard when you've got like a team of 4 Ghost turrets. Next up, I'll be going into the anti-air... No, not anti-air. Oh my god. Sorry, guys. The, down here is AI spawners. Everyone is against you, though. There's a big sad. You can spawn Marines, who are pissed at you. See? See, this Marine is pissed at me. This Marine killed me while being pissed at me. I'm going to make him wish that he had never existed in this fragile life by grabbing a Sparrowhawk and blasting his ass back to Kingdom Come. Pissant. Next up, we have the ODST spawner, which is also pissed at you. He takes a lot. Oh, that's cool. That's rather funny. Bodies have physics. Next up, we have the Spartan spawner. These guys are especially pissed at you. They were especially pissed at you. We'll spawn another one just to see how it is to fight one. Of course, before he didn't know I existed. Okay, now I'm just doing it like a madman. Next up we have the Brute spawner. They're just bog standard brutes from campaign. They drop spikers. Next up we have the drone spawner. Bog standard drones from campaign. I think all of these are miners. Wait, that's how. Wait. All of these are in the class miner. So like brute miner, drone miner. Drones don't have a drone major class, do they? Elite miner, grunt miner, jackal miner. You get the gist. Lol. Split lip. Split lip. Okay, next up we have grunt spawner. Bog standard grunts. Jackal spawner. Bog standard jackal. This is where the fun begins. We need to get a vehicle ready because we are going to be facing scarabs. 2 scarabs. Not both at once. But I want to show you how hard it is to kill the Halo 3 scarab in this mod. See, it's incredibly hard to kill the Halo 3 scarab because it doesn't lie down once you've killed all 4 of the arms. I'll give you a demonstration. In a Seraph. Yeah, that works. I like Seraphs. They have boost and they have fuel rods. We'll just go over there and poke them in the face. You know, I think he sees us. Yeah, he's pissed. Wahoo! Yeah, he's pissed. Ow. I took that head on. I took that hit head on. That's how you blow a Scarab up. You just force it head on. This is where the fun begins, because the Halo 2 Scarab is actually easier to beat. They just see you from a lot farther away. See, he's already pissed. And you've seen how strong their lasers are. So we're gonna hop in a Heretic Banshee to take this man down. Yeah, he's pissed. See, a good strategy with this, when you're in an aerial vehicle, is just go above the beam. Like, try to position yourself right above the beam. And try to go in for, like, convenient bombing runs. So, like, try to take pot shots at it. See, it's pissed. Go around. Pop that. Ah, Jesus Christ! I flew right into that one. I'll admit. Not my best moment. What are we gonna pull up in? Oh, vampire. I got a new word, you know. Yo. Yeah, he's already angry. Just gonna move to the side. Wait. He knows how to move to the side. Now, as I've said previously, I think these are armor-piercing needles, so they go right through his... Yeah. Bang. Epic explosion. Just gonna land this. Hop out. Yeah, we're nearly finished, but I did promise that I was gonna give you guys one last treat. The ODST drop pod. Now these things are amazing. Because you get a drop pod clamp right here. You have to set the position to phased. And then you have to bring them up all the way. Hold up, let me just get my fingers ready for the clicking. I think, yeah, that's about good. Now all we need is an ODST drop pod. Shouldn't be that hard, right here. Now we just carefully lower this down. Nudge height. No, not that. Nudge height. Down. And we position it in front of the clamp. Or inside the clamp, wherever you want it. And it should hang there. Now what we do is we hold E. Look at this. This is not cool, don't you think? It only gets better. By holding down the fire button... it does that. And you hop out of it. Just like that. You see how cool that is? The best thing is you can do the exact same thing with a lifeboat. So say you wanted to make a reprise of Pillar of Autumn, where everyone flies off in their lifeboats. All you need to do is set the physics to phased, let go of that, and grab a lifeboat. They're called life pods here, I don't know why. They were called lifeboats in Combat Evolved, and I will forever continue to call them lifeboats. Drag this down slightly. About there. Yeah, we aren't nowhere close. We need to drag it down a little bit more. And then we need to drag it back up, carefully inserting. And then we just let go. Stand on top of it, pilot life pod, prepare for descent, and bang! We're going for quite a while. The flying flaps. God, I felt what the pilot was feeling. Rest in peace, pilot Halo 1. Like, lifeboat pilot, getting Chief onto the ring, rest in peace. We'll miss you, man. Or, she was a girl. We'll miss you, woman. Okay, yeah, that's where I'm going to end it. Thank you for watching, and if you enjoyed the video, please like and subscribe. It's very greatly appreciated, and, well, yeah, I'll see you in the next video. And tell me in the comments if you'd like me to do Ultimate Forge Halo Reach Edition. Thank you for watching.